Hi, it's Gary. Another day in America. 30th September. Tomorrow's the 1st of October. Whew. Getting weird and crazy and stupid. I was thinking this morning about how Immigration Customs Enforcement, how they really misused their increased funding. That organization should be more like the IRS, where it's basically a bunch of pencil pushers. Documents. What are illegal immigrants? Undocumented workers. Undocumented peoples. So get them documented. Documents, computers, documents, pens. Those are the kind of supplies you would need, not guns and paramilitary personnel. They need people that are good on computers and filling out documents. If you have undocumented people and it's a big concern that they're undocumented, we'll get them documented. It's a lot cheaper than paying paramilitary fuckheads to roam around and kidnap and assault and fuck communities up. It's just horrifying. Like ICE, if that agency continue, yeah, great. It'll help in the documenting the undocumented peoples living in America. So documents, not not paramilitary personnel roaming around fucking with people. But that's what it currently is. And then you fuck with people enough, and they get agitated, even if you're not the direct person getting fucked with. That's kind of the point, because it gives Trump some excuse to invade cities while the people are protesting in violent ways or something. Or he'll just make shit up. You know, there's plenty of scenes of Portland that are not of criminal activity on a widespread scale in some sort of quote unquote war zone. He's talking shit about a U.S. city, and a city that I have a very deep personal connection to. It's kind of one of my second home cities. The greater Portland area, PDX. It's a fine, weird, eclectic city. It's its own unique thing. And he's trying to fuck with it because it's a blue city, or, part of a blue state. Plenty of conservative folk that live there. It's all kinds of people that live there. Just trying to live their lives in peace. And now Trump is having federal army invade the city. The Second Amendment is this. Yeah, this gets like really fucked up when you have a president that's abusing his power. Did it before, but now he's abusing it on a more exponential scale. He's using the military to incite fear and amongst political rivals. Me, like, am I still going to be at the No Kings March in my city where I'm at now? Yeah, of course, but it's also a little more heightened Spidey sense, like, you know, sides are being drawn kind of thing. The Trump regime is very adamant that they are going to implement Project 2025, and that's what a vote for Trump was back in 2024. Project 2025, a slow repealing of the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights and replacing it with Project 2025, a government that is not of the people, by the people, for the people, but one that is very much of wealthy white folk and catering to the inference of them, of those wealthy white folk, a very specific, narrow, strict interpretation of a particular religion folk. Yeah. It won't certainly be a long term one if it is able to get further along, but it's it's steadfast. So it is a regime. It's important to understand that. These ICE agents with masks roaming around, assaulting and kidnapping people. Those are individual humans making their own choice. You have free will. You know, how much interaction does Trump have with those particular individuals with masks committing assault, kidnapping, extortion in some cases? That's caught on video and broadcast to the world. Well, but they're members of a federally funded organization, so that makes it legal or something. It's weird. So again, you can only put so much blame on Trump, but he is the kind of inspiration for this whole ethos of contempt for humanity, which is kind of what he embodies. Yeah, just a certain contempt for life and liberty and pursuit of happiness for and justice for all. He just has a certain contempt for those ideas, and he's just kind of hell bent on suppressing them. But we the people won't have it, you know. What we need though is more of the folks that kind of were with him, or have maybe stayed on the sideline to kind of take a stand, you know, join the movement. I hope we can pull the reins back sooner than later, knowing that Trump is just one guy. Removing him from office doesn't solve the problem. He started a whole new thing that's a belief that democracy is bad and that an authoritarian style regime would be better. 77 million, first place, bought into that message in 2024. Some percentage are regretting it. Some percentage of that 77 million are denying that's what they voted for. So we need more of that 77 million to kind of get back with democracy, life, liberty, pursuit, and happiness, justice for all. I hope that more of those get on board with that, as well as the millions that didn't even participate last time. You know, I hope we start correcting course sooner than later. Onward and upward. Peace one quickly. Amen.